Welcome to Norddampf and thanks so much for tuning in today. We're going to explore one of the most common questions we get. Why isn't your vaporizer producing any vapor at all? It's a topic worth understanding deeply. Before we jump into the details, please hold on for a quick disclaimer along with an important safety warning you need to keep in mind throughout this video. Thanks for staying with me. If your vaporizer isn't producing any vapor, it's not always because there's a defect. Often there are simple things you can check yourself first to see if it's actually a hardware problem or maybe just user error. Let's dive into those key factors now step by step to find out exactly what might be causing the issue. Expectations and temperature are key here. A vaporizer only heats the herbs, never burns them. Unlike a cigarette glowing at 800 to 900 degrees Celsius, a vaporizer works around 210 to 240 degrees, well below burning point. This gentle heating releases vapor without smoke or combustion byproducts. That's why vapor production changes with temperature. Too high or too low affects your experience. That naturally shows up in the vapor output too. It doesn't mean your vaporizer can't produce enough vapor, but if you keep your temps pretty low, like 160 or 170 degrees, you'll want to lower your expectations on the vapor amount, since less heat means less vapor. To really check if your vaporizer is working right, try turning the temperature up gradually to around 210 degrees. At that point, you should definitely see some visible vapor, which confirms everything is functioning properly and your device is producing the right amount of vapor as expected. Another big factor that really impacts vapor production is how much you fill the chamber. Simply put, if you load less herb in there, there's less material that can turn into vapor. When you're microdosing, it is possible to get some vapor from just a little herb, but only for a short time. After several hits, the vapor quickly fades away. So you might get good vapor 2, 3, even 4 times, but then it's done because there's no more herb left to vape. Also, the heating method used plays a crucial role in how well your vaporizer works and produces vapor. With conduction vaporizers, the chamber heats up directly, so the herb needs to touch the heating elements. The RELICT vaporizer even has dual heating, where the bottom gets heated too, making vaping more efficient. But again, you need good contact with the walls. What you don't want to do is overfill the vaporizer. That restricts airflow, making it hard to draw. The herb won't vaporize well, and it can seem like so no vapor shows up at all. Remember, getting the right fill level is absolutely key for a great vaping experience every time. How you draw is just as important as what we discussed earlier. You need to know how to use a vaporizer properly to get the best results. With any vaporizer, inhale evenly and steadily. This varies by device, but usually a smooth, steady draw directly into your lungs for about 5 to 10 seconds works best. Avoid quick or hard hits. They don't vaporize the material well. Instead, take a deep, consistent inhale, keeping it steady to get the full flavor and effect without wasting material. Exhale.
Another really important point to keep in mind is cleanliness. Always check your devices to make sure they're thoroughly clean. Sometimes a screen or the airflow path can get clogged, which can really affect the performance. Make sure there's no buildup or residue anywhere inside. By the way, we have a detailed video on our channel about how often you should clean your vaporizer, so be sure to watch that for more tips. Ideally, try to do a thorough cleaning at least once a week, and after each session, just give it a quick brush out. Doing this regularly is really the only way to keep both your vaporizer and your draw consistent every time.
If you use it a lot, make sure to increase the interval between deep cleanings. If your vaporizer produces no vapor, it might be due to blocked airflow. Don't overfill the herb chamber. Air must circulate for proper heating. Always keep your vaporizer clean, since buildup can block airflow. To check airflow, empty the chamber and inhale gently. If air passes freely, it's clear. Good airflow ensures a smooth vaporizing experience. Always clean your device regularly, and if airflow seems off, inspect the air channel and mouthpiece for blockages or misaligned parts.
There should definitely be some airflow here, so you can confidently rule out a device problem right away. Most often, the issue comes down to how the chamber is filled. Some people assume that no airflow means it's hard to draw from, but that's not always the case. You see, each vaporizer's design really influences how the airflow feels. Our three models actually differ quite a bit. The RELICT and HAMMAH offer a consistent and easy draw, while the VOITY is very easy to draw from at first, especially when you've just filled it. Because of the large 0.5 gram chamber, it might feel a bit tougher right after filling. When there's about 0.5 grams inside, there's naturally more resistance at first, but as it heats up, the material starts to dry and the airflow becomes much smoother. Remember, the VOITY vaporizer is a hybrid device. It uses both conduction and convection heating methods, so it's really important to check the air path thoroughly. Take a careful look inside, especially at the air intake area below the chamber. Is there anything blocking it or obstructing the airflow in any way? A little lint or debris stuck where it really shouldn't be? Make sure to carefully check all the airways, not only on the vaporizer device itself, but also inspect the mouthpiece for any blockages. As I mentioned before, cleaning is absolutely essential. A thorough cleaning can often solve many airflow issues. Take apart every part of your vaporizer, clean them meticulously, then run a test to see if airflow improves. Also, if you feel there's no proper airflow or you're drawing air strangely, it could mean that a cap or seal isn't attached correctly or fully. Just double check the fittings and seals to ensure everything is secure and sealed properly.
If the mouthpiece isn't fitting properly, just try closing all caps on the device, block the air channel, and then take a draw.
If you notice difficulty getting airflow, this method helps you confirm that the device is properly sealed and no unnecessary air is leaking in. Then, release the pressure gently, and you should experience smooth, proper airflow without any unusual resistance or odd sensations. I really hope this explanation clarifies some common issues and provides you with helpful tips. Remember, it isn't always due to a direct defect in the device. However, if these steps don't resolve your problem, please don't hesitate to reach out to the Norddampf support team by emailing wecare@norddampf.com, and they'll be glad to assist you further.
Our support team will quickly contact you to understand the issue and offer guidance. If the problem continues, you can submit an RMA request for a professional check. We'll perform a remote diagnosis and send you a free shipping label to send your device in. Our experts will then thoroughly inspect your vaporizer to find the best solution. We hope this video was helpful. Be sure to check our channel for more tips on cleaning, usage, and vaporizer care. Thanks for watching.
Take a close look at that. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Cheers.